Hey guys, welcome back. So I've got some good news and I've got some bad news in this video. We are on to tournament number 9 of the season. Since I joined the Bass Club, you may be asking yourself what happened to 7 and 8. We will have some recounts of that when I wrap up this series or this first year, and I will do a video of my entire experience, what I've learned over the past year, and maybe it will connect with some viewers out there that are considering doing some of the same thing. But anyway, we'll start with the good news. The good news is I pre-fished this lake that we had the tournament on. I found a pattern. What I was baking on my man. This is the fishy of the fishies. This is what I was thinking about. This is it. I thought would pay off. We just got to clean this area out. It paid off. I did fairly well on this one. I finished in 3rd place. After the last 2, I kind of hit a reset button, really focused on some areas of improvement, and they seemed to pay off. Now, the bad news. The bad news is we had an issue at the end of this last tournament. Oh shit, what's going on? That shifted in reverse. Hey, I can't. It's not shifted in reverse. I came into the dock and found out that I couldn't go in reverse. Subsequently, we had some wind. It was very high wind, and the proximity of the courtesy dock there and the ramp, I couldn't help it from going into the rocks. Nobody got injured. It could have been a lot worse. You know, when I threw it in reverse, gave it gas, it shot forward. So could have thrown my co-angler out of the boat. It could have thrown me up into the rocks a lot worse than what happened. Hull-wise, Baby Nitro came out unscathed. It does have a keel guard and stuff, and that was a big saving grace there. Didn't mess up the hull, didn't damage any fiberglass. But when it came to what may be possibly all going on with the engine, I've got no problems with getting into an engine, but at some point you have to weigh time versus money. I've got another tournament coming up at the end of this month, and though I could get into that thing, I didn't know that I would have the time to fix whatever may be wrong. So I went and took it to Bass Pro Repair Center there, troubleshooted things on the upper part of the engine with the shift cables and stuff like that, and all that stuff was good. I know, and I have a timeline. I wanted them to see what they could do. All right, they're gonna take her in. So we're looking at about 3 weeks.
Keep our fingers crossed.
So that's kind of where we're at. I don't have a boat right now, and I'm really wanting to continue with not missing any of these tournaments. And so I've got some tough decisions to make, deciding, do you drop the money in it, or do you roll into something a little bit better? And over the course of these tournaments and stuff, I do know what the benefits of having a larger boat with a little bit of higher horsepower would be at this point. My boat is great on small lakes. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And it's been great for the things that I've done thus far. But coming in November, we're gonna be going to Sam Rayburn. That's a big lake. And that lake also is notorious for being treacherous, and high winds and bad weather. So these are all considerations that I need to think about moving forward. How much do you want to drop back into an older boat versus maybe considering getting something another used boat or something new? As prices go, the only thing that I know is that they wanted me to sign off on a tear down of the lure, because they told me, says, we can get into this, but at very minimum you're going to still be on the hook for this labor of tearing this thing down. Don't know what it's going to cost to get that engine going. Being at Bass Pro, looking at some boats.
Rock bottom, Minn Kota edge. I can't imagine that they put that trolling motor on a over $50,000 boat.
Lots of room in there. You got your hot foot, rod storage here. That's something that's really kind of missing in the Baby Nitro, is rod storage for co-anglers, particularly when I got guys that think they got to bring 12 rods and every bit of tackle that they own. It'd be nice to have a little bit better
more room for that for them. But yeah, this is not a bad, nice boat. Again, I like those fenders. 19 foot, I don't know. I don't think this will fit in the garage, guys. I really don't.
There's so many things up in the air right now. What would you guys do, you know, if you were in these shoes, wanting to finish this stuff out? Give me some advice. Where do you stand? You know, where do you draw the line with how much you're going to put in an older boat? That's where we're at, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let's keep our fingers crossed, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye now.